Hey guys, this is Josh Bayer and Nerf here. With another little quick tip, I just wanted to show you guys the way that I mark magazines. And actually almost any other Nerf stuff. Now, I already have most of mine marked, but I want to go ahead and show you what I do. This isn't really because I'm afraid of people stealing my stuff. It's a method that I use just because I think that I've seen stuff like Sharpie and tape or stickers come off, and I wanted to find something to be a little bit more permanent. So here's what I went ahead and did, guys. This is just a brand that I made, and it has a JP on it. Oh, well. Whoop. Those of you that are old enough to know, yeah, that's the same symbol that Jurassic Park used in the movie. I was using it first, and I was really mad when they stole it from me when I was quite young. Anyway, I've been using this for years and years and years, guys. Basically, all I did is take a paper clip. I bent it into the shape that I wanted. You got to make sure that it's flat so that parts aren't sticking forward and won't, stab into what you're actually trying to brand. But it does not have to be your initials or anything like that. This is just something that I made years and years and years and years ago. Obviously, I'm referencing the original Jurassic Park, so you know how long ago that was. Made it out of a paper clip, bent it. Having something like this would have helped a heck of a lot. These are my girlfriend's jewelry pliers or some such to get those nice round edges. I did that painstakingly with, gosh, I forget what. I think I wrapped it around something. Anyway, regardless, you take something like this. I took these beads that I had. These are just wooden beads. You want something that's not going to melt, something that's not going to get super hot, so you don't want metal because that'll conduct the heat. That's why you're not just going to hold it by the metal itself. And I used super glue to adhere them together onto here for a little handle. Obviously, you don't want to use hot glue because you're going to get this hot. So, pretty much take any open flame. I just happen to have a lighter. I'm going to show you guys on the 6-round magazine because I don't have any more 18s that I have unmarked. Now, you can do this with more than just magazines. The reason that I usually do this to mags is because mags are something that I generally don't paint, especially not the clear mags that you saw at the beginning. But if there's anything that you don't want painted, this is my Alpha Trooper. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Right there. I throw it on that. I put it on my hammer shot. Bam! Right there. Oop, oop, there we go. Sorry. In and out of the light here. Sorry, knocking the camera around. Stuff that I don't want to paint or haven't gotten around to painting, because you can certainly paint over it and it'll still be there. It's just actually permanently in the item. So you want something that's plastic, obviously. That's why magazines are sort of my go-to. This is, again, just a lighter. You can use any sort of open flame or anything to really heat this guy up. I wouldn't recommend like a heat gun or something. But so once you've made your brand, whatever it is, you're just going to hold it under or over the flame, rather. I like to twirl it around just to make sure that everything is getting somewhat evenly hot. And here we go, guys. Let's see. Can you see this? All right, let's do it. So you're just going to take it, and I like to roll mine like this, back and forth, because my brand goes that way. If yours were more up and down, you might want to do it that way. If you're going to be doing a lot of these, you might want to have like a cup of water or something like that to just douse this in when you're done. But with one, it's usually not too bad. Always be careful, kids, when you are using any sort of open flame or heat. And as you can maybe see right in there, let me see if I can pull the camera in a little bit closer. Hold on. Okay. So you can see it left a nice brand in there. What I like to do is usually just throw some paint in it so that it pops a little bit more. I mean, obviously you can see it like this, but if it were far away, you might not really notice it. I just have a cheap enamel black here that I usually put on mine. You can use obviously whatever color you want, pretty much any paint, as long as it's gonna not mess up the plastic in some way, shape, or form. I like to keep a napkin or paper towel around when I'm doing something like this, and usually some Q-tips, because if I get any on the wrong spot, I can just clean up without having to wipe the air thing. So here we go, guys. It's pretty simple. You just want to get some at the end of your toothpick. I'm completely out of frame here. Bam! There we go. That's a little bit better. Hey, there we go. So you just want to get a little bit in your toothpick, and you just drop it in and pull it. So, as you can see, I'm doing a terrible job trying to keep this on camera, because camera is in the way. So you just pull around like this, and you just keep kind of going back, getting a little bit more. You don't want a huge glob at the end because you don't want to, come outside the lines. And when you are actually branding this, guys, you don't want to go all the way through. You're not pressing at all. There's no pressure involved. It's just a very lightly applied, and the heat and the weight of the brand actually do all of the work. So, sorry, I keep kind of going out because the light is up here, and it's hard for me to see while I'm like standing over this guy. I mean, you get the idea. I don't really have to do it all, but I might as well finish this guy up for you. Here, let me try to... So see that little smudge that's out? This is where I'll take a Q-tip or something like that and just bam. Clean. So there we go. You let it dry, and obviously it finishes up. It cures whatever you're using, will dry up, and there you go. You have a pretty quick and easy way. I think I did all those mags you saw before in a matter of 5-10 minutes once you have things set up. It does not take long to really make a brand. Experiment on something that you don't really care about too much. So, if you have a bunch of old 6s lying around, try stamping them. Make sure that you're not going to go all the way through the plastic. Again, you don't want to be making holes in anything. So, give it a shot, guys. See if it's something that you enjoy. Like I said, it's not something that's going to keep people from stealing your mags. They could just tape over this and you're not going to know. But it's more of a, if I'm just playing, I don't want a sticker to come off or Sharpie to get rubbed off because I've been handling something a lot. And then, I drop it on the field and I'm looking for a magazine that's supposed to have a marking that is not there. This will always be there. So, I mean, there's that. If you guys are looking at something that you want to get rid of later, probably don't do this to it because it's going to have your marking on it. But yeah, that's about it, guys. This went a little bit longer than I intended, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, if you do use a method like this, please let me know. I'd love to see stuff. How do you mark magazines or other stuff that you don't want to paint or do anything to? What do you do to personalize sort of your Nerf arsenal? Let me know in the comments below. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Happy tagging.